Hi, welcome to Party Food Hero. I'm Aaron. Today we're going to be making a chicken enchilada dip. Chicken enchilada dip. Sounds kind of weird. It turned out way better than I thought it was going to be. It was delicious. It was hearty. It's easy to make. And it would be a fantastic dip to have at any party that you are hosting or that you are attending. So let's go check it out. All right, here are the ingredients to the amazing smoked white enchilada dip. It's unique and it is delicious. Okay, so if you're going to be doing any sort of smoking or barbecuing of a chicken breast, you have to brine it. That will ensure that it is nice and juicy and doesn't dry out during the cooking process. I'll have my recipe for the brine on partyfoodhero.com, and I brine it for like 30 minutes. So 30 minutes, brine it. I just took it out from the brine. I'm patting it dry, and the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut off a little bit of that fat that you see on there. No one wants to bite into fat, so I'm just gonna trim that all up. And then the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna put on my favorite rub, I guess. So I have this Carne Asada rub, and I'm going to put it on chicken because it's delicious. So whatever your favorite rub is, you could use like taco seasoning if you like. Whatever seasoning you would like to incorporate enchilada chicken dip into, you can use. I'm using the Cattleman Carne Asada rub, and it's delicious. So trim that fat off, and we will get to the rubbing part. So I kind of lightly dust this with the rub. I don't put a ton on, but obviously you want to get the flavor from there as well. So you just lightly coat each side, kind of tap it on in there, and then as soon as that's all good to go, I let it sit for about 5 minutes, maybe, after I put it on, while the smoker is getting to temperature, and then we throw it on the smoker. And with all meats, I always leave a little water pan, whatever thing in the smoker with the meat. That's just to help keep that meat nice and moist as well. So you'll see that in the back right corner as I'm putting in the chicken. And you put the chicken directly on the smoker grates and put a thermometer into the largest of the breasts. And then you want to get an internal temperature of, I believe it's 160 or 165. It'll be on the description below exactly what that temperature is supposed to be. And then once it hits that temperature, you pull it off, and then we're going to chop it up, turn it into a dip. And here's an extreme close-up of the chicken once it's all done. Chicken breasts. This actually turned out really good. I cut off a little piece and ate it, and it was delicious, juicy and delicious. So what you're going to do now is you are going to take your chicken breast, and we are just going to make sure that it's cooked through. I'm always a little nervous when I'm dealing with chicken, so I wanted to make sure it cooked through. And that's the little piece that I ate, and I was like, I said, yum, that was good. Headley & Weiss, the British toothpaste. So you are going to what I do with this is I just chop it all up, and it's juicy. It's a juicy chicken. You can see as it's sitting there, the juice is coming out. So it's perfectly juicy, perfectly moist. And then I'm just gonna kind of chop this up into small pieces, and then we are going to prepare the, what would that be called? I don't know. We're gonna prepare the rest of the dip part to then mix in with the chicken. So let's do that right now. All right, you're gonna take your jalapeno, you're gonna cut the top off because no one wants to eat that. And then I like to add a jalapeno because I like a little bit of spice with mine. If you want even more spice, add more jalapeno or add a habanero. There's a lot of things you could do to spice this up. And I am going to leave in the seeds and all. So just kind of dice this the best you can. I'm clearly not a very good dicer or Probably don't copy my technique for how to cut these, but dice them the safest way that you can, nice and small. And then we're gonna add this into the dip. All right, in a mixing bowl, you're gonna add your room temperature cream cheese. Then you're gonna add your refrigerated temperature sour cream. Very important. It's just sanitary, I guess, more than anything. You want to get that all out there because you don't want any leftover sour cream. Then you're going to add in your drained green chilies. Then you're going to put in those jalapenos that you diced so carefully not to cut your fingers. Get those all in there, every single one. Very important. I might have missed a few. Then you're gonna mix this all together until it looks like this. Nice and mixed together. Now, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our camera, zoom out just a little bit, make sure we have everything in frame. And then you're gonna have your chicken in a large mixing bowl. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add that mixture that we just created right into that chicken. And then we're gonna mix that together. But wait, there's more. As soon as that gets mixed together, we're gonna add in one of the best ingredients of any sort of dip, cheese. Delicious shredded cheese. I believe it is Monterey Jack because Monterey Jack cheese is delicious. So mix this together and then let's add in some queso. And then what I like to do to not overburden my delicate arms is I like to put the cheese in phases. So I usually do it in like thirds or quarters. Put it in there, mix it all together. Once it's well incorporated, then I add another third or another quarter. You see where I'm going here until we have it all mixed together. That way I don't strain my delicate arms and my hands don't start to cramp up. It's just a great way to stay safe while you are making a delicious dip. So once all that's in there together, we'll see what happens next. We're gonna take our favorite dip making glass dish and put all that delicious dip right into it. And then once that's all in there, we are gonna smoke this bad boy. If you don't have a smoker, you are going to bake this bad boy. So let's get to smoking / bacon. All right, let's put it in the wonderful Recteq RT-700. Wonderful smoker. We're gonna put it right in there. And we're gonna let this baby smoke until it is nice and bubbly and ready to consume safely and responsibly.
All right, now for my favorite part of the video, I get to eat the food. Now, as you can see, it was a little bit of a process to make the chicken, brining it. Nothing's very difficult, but it just takes a few extra steps, but it's totally worth it. You'll get an amazing, juicy, delicious chicken on its own. Needless to say, it's amazing in a dip. So it's great. All right, here we go. I've obviously already tried it and it was amazing. So let's try a little bit more. Get some chicken on there. Some of those other delicious ingredients. Okay, so first thing, like I said in the intro, turned out way better than I thought it was. I just had an idea a few days ago. I really like chicken enchiladas, and I'm kind of on a keto-ish thing going on right now. So I was trying to do one with no tortillas. And so I just essentially turned everything into a dip. Now, this dip turned out to be delicious, and it's something that I will definitely make again in the future. You get that that little bit of smokiness in the chicken. You get the, you know, obviously the cheese, the jalapenos, everything that's in this is just, it is so good. It just, everything works so well together, and it's just delicious. It's really good. You have to try it. It's amazing. It's delicious. I know it sounds kind of weird. In fact, if you wanted to use this same, almost exact same recipe, but put this inside of a tortilla and bake it, you'd have the best chicken enchiladas ever. So either way, if you want to turn this into just regular, you know, white chicken enchiladas, or whatever they're called, the white enchiladas, whatever they are, because it's in a white sauce, not for any other reason. It's really good. So definitely make it. You're going to love it. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Party Food Hero. Go to partyfoodhero.com for all of the recipes. They're all there. There's a bunch of different ones, and it's just the recipe. It's not a long soliloquy on anything else except for ingredients and then instructions on how to make that thing you're trying to make. So check that out. I want to finish this. So there we go. And remember, be the Party Food Hero. I gotta get some more pork rinds to finish this off. So good day.
Be the Party Food Hero.
So good.